Hello dear Homepedia family. Imagine stepping into a space where time seems to slow down, surrounded by the raw, imperfect beauty of nature's finest materials. The modern hacienda is not just a design trend. It is a profound shift towards creating environments that nurture the soul through tactile experiences and visual warmth. By stripping away the unnecessary and focusing on the essential elements of clay, wood, and sunlight, we build homes that feel ancient yet refreshing, grounded yet airy, and undeniably sophisticated in their simplicity. Throughout this video, we are going to dissect exactly how to achieve this look, moving beyond the surface aesthetics into the deep design principles that make it work. We will explore the specific color palettes that evoke the desert landscape, the architectural details that frame your views, and the materials that age gracefully over time. If you are ready to transform your living space into a warm minimalist sanctuary that rivals the best boutique hotels, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives. The resurgence of the hacienda style marks a pivotal moment in interior design, moving us away from the stark, cold lines of industrial modernism towards something far more inviting and grounded. This aesthetic is not merely about replicating a historical period, but rather distilling the essence of Spanish colonial architecture into a format that suits contemporary living. By prioritizing organic materials like mud, stone, and timber, we create spaces that breathe, offering a tactile richness that flat, synthetic surfaces simply cannot match. At the heart of this aesthetic is the concept of warm minimalism, a philosophy that embraces empty space, but fills it with texture rather than clutter. Where traditional minimalism often relies on glossy whites and sharp angles, The modern hacienda softens the edges with hand-troweled plaster and rounded archways. This approach allows the architecture itself to become the decoration, reducing the need for excessive furniture or art. The walls themselves, with their subtle undulations and light-catching grain, become the canvas. Let's talk about the foundational element, the walls. In a true modern hacienda, drywall is often replaced or coated with finishes that mimic the look of adobe or rammed earth. Plaster wall finishes are crucial here, providing a depth and luminosity that paint alone cannot achieve. Whether you opt for a Venetian plaster or a more rustic clay finish, the goal is to create a surface that feels alive. These walls absorb and reflect light in a way that changes throughout the day, connecting the interior atmosphere to the sun's movement. For those who cannot commit to full plaster, Limewash paint finishes offer an incredible alternative that captures that old-world charm. Limewash reacts with the air to calcify, creating a mottled, velvety texture that instantly adds age and character to a new build. This matte, chalky finish is perfect for achieving that quiet luxury vibe, softening the acoustics of a room and blurring the lines between the structure and the decor. It is the perfect backdrop for the interplay of shadow and light. Color palettes in the modern hacienda are strictly derived from the earth, rejecting artificial brights in favor of desaturated, soothing tones. We are looking at a base of creamy whites, warm beiges, and soft grays, accented by the colors of the desert floor. Terracotta, ochre, and deep siennas provide warmth, while sage green and dusty olives bring the outside in. This restraint in color ensures that the home feels like a cohesive sanctuary, where no single element screams for attention, but everything hums in harmony. One of the most defining features of this style is the extensive use of wood, particularly in the ceilings. Exposed wood ceiling beams, or vigas, are iconic to the style, drawing the eye upward and adding a heavy, rustic counterweight to the airy plaster walls. In a modern interpretation, these beams might be stripped of dark varnishes to reveal the raw, natural grain of oak or pine. This lighter wood tone bridges the gap between the dark Spanish colonial history and the lighter Scandi-inspired modern trends. Moving down to the floor, nothing screams hacienda more than Saltillo tile or handmade terracotta. These tiles, with their inherent imperfections and variations in hue, ground the space in authenticity. In a modern application, we often see these tiles used in a matte finish to avoid the high-gloss look of the 80s. The rhythmic grid of red clay tiles provides a geometric foundation that contrasts beautifully with the organic curves of the plaster walls, creating a dynamic visual tension that is pleasing to the eye. However, if red clay feels too heavy for your specific vision of a warm minimalist home, wide plank white oak flooring is a beautiful alternative. The key is to choose a matte, oil-rubbed finish that preserves the texture of the wood. The goal is to maintain a connection to nature underfoot. Rugs should be made of natural fibers like jute, sisal, or wool, layered to add softness without disrupting the earthy palette. These textures absorb sound and contribute to the cozy, enveloping feeling of the room. Architecturally, the use of the arch cannot be overstated. Arched doorways' interior transitions soften the transition between rooms, encouraging a fluid movement throughout the home. Unlike square openings, which delineate strict boundaries, arches frame views like a painting, inviting you to look through into the next space. This is essential for the open concept layout of a modern farmhouse hacienda, where flow and connectivity are paramount for family living and entertaining. The kitchen in a modern hacienda is often a masterclass in restraint and texture. Cabinetry is frequently made from solid wood, often left natural or stained in dark, moody tones to contrast with the plaster hood. We are seeing a move away from upper cabinets, replacing them with open floating shelves made of reclaimed wood. This forces a minimalist lifestyle where only beautiful, functional ceramics are on display, turning everyday dishware into part of the decor. Countertops in these kitchens often shy away from the perfect, high-gloss quartz found in standard suburbia. Instead, designers are favoring honed granite, soapstone, or even concrete that develops a patina over time. A Saltillo tile kitchen floor paired with a Zellage tile backsplash creates a conversation between two different types of clay craftsmanship. The hand-chiseled edges of Zellage reflect light in a shimmering, watery way that breaks up the matte solidity of the plaster walls. Let's discuss the bathroom, which serves as a private spa in this design ethos. A clay tile bathroom is the ultimate expression of the style, perhaps featuring a walk-in shower entirely encased in tadelakt, a waterproof Moroccan plaster. Reclaimed wood vanities add a sense of history, grounding the space with furniture-like pieces rather than built-ins. Unlacquered brass fixtures are the jewelry of the room, chosen specifically because they will tarnish and age, telling the story of the home's use. Lighting in the modern hacienda is less about brightness and more about ambience. We avoid recessed lights where possible, preferring the warm glow of wrought iron home accents and ceramic sconces. A large, oversized pendant light woven from seagrass or rattan can serve as a focal point in a dining room, bringing that organic modern style overhead. The play of shadow cast by these fixtures on the uneven plaster walls is a critical layer of the design, creating drama and intimacy in the evenings. The living room layout should encourage conversation and relaxation, anchored by a prominent fireplace. In this style, The fireplace is often a sculptural plaster element that merges seamlessly with the wall, devoid of a traditional mantle. Furniture should be low profile and deep, upholstered in linen or cotton boucle in shades of oatmeal or cream. This warm minimalist living room concept relies on the quality of the upholstery and the comfort of the sit rather than ornate detailing or patterns. Textiles play a massive role in softening the hard surfaces of stone and stucco. We are looking for heavy linen drapes that puddle slightly on the floor, wool throw blankets with chunky knits, and cushions made from vintage grain sacks or mud cloth. The mixing of these fabrics creates a sensory experience that invites touch. Even in a monochrome room, the variation in weave between a flat weave rug and a velvet sofa creates enough visual interest to keep the eye engaged without overwhelming the senses. A crucial component of the hacienda lifestyle is the seamless indoor-outdoor flow. Large steel-framed glass doors or bifold systems are often used to dissolve the barrier between the living room and the patio. This is where the Spanish Revival architecture truly shines, as the home is designed to capture cross breezes and filter sunlight. The flooring often continues from the inside out, perhaps transitioning from refined Saltillo indoors to a rougher terracotta paver outdoors, visually expanding the square footage. The courtyard is the heart of the traditional hacienda, and in modern design, it remains a vital sanctuary. even if you don't have a central courtyard. Creating a private outdoor nook with high walls and climbing vines replicates the feeling. A modern hacienda courtyard might feature a simple concrete water feature, the sound of trickling water providing a meditative backdrop. Furnishings here should be robust, teak, iron, and stone, materials that can withstand the elements and age beautifully. Landscaping for this aesthetic leans heavily towards the desert modern aesthetic. We are moving away from water-hungry lawns towards xeriscaping with sculptural plants. Olive trees, with their silvery green foliage, are the perfect complement to the creamy stucco walls. Agave, yucca, and ornamental grasses add architectural shapes that cast striking shadows against the home's exterior. This low-water approach is not only sustainable, but visually cohesive with the earthy, arid vibes of the interior. Decor accents in the modern hacienda are curated and intentional. Instead of mass-produced items, focus on handcrafted talavera tiles used sparingly on stair risers or fountains. Large earthenware pots, vintage wooden stools, and wrought iron candelabras serve as functional sculpture. The mantra of quiet luxury home decor applies here. It is better to have one magnificent, hand-coiled clay vase on a table than 20 small trinkets. Each object should have a soul and a story. Window treatments in this style need to balance privacy with the desire for natural light. Heavy velvet is generally too formal. Instead, unlined linen curtains allow a diffuse, golden glow to permeate the room during the day. In some spaces, interior wooden shutters provide a historic touch that offers excellent light control. The hardware for these treatments should be minimal and dark, often iron or bronze, to contrast sharply against the light walls and coordinate with the window frames. Integrating modern technology into a rustic aesthetic requires finesse. The goal is to hide the modern world to preserve the timeless feel. Televisions might be concealed behind sliding barn doors made of reclaimed wood, or recessed into a dark niche. Smart home thermostats and switches should be chosen in matte finishes that blend with the wall color or match to the bronze hardware. The illusion of a pre-industrial sanctuary is maintained by tucking away the plastic and the digital. Sustainability is naturally woven into the fabric of the modern hacienda. By utilizing local materials like clay and stone, and relying on passive cooling techniques through thick walls and strategic shading, these homes are often energy efficient by design. Reclaimed wood vanities and vintage furniture not only look better, but reduce the carbon footprint of the renovation. It is a style that respects the environment, both in its aesthetic appreciation of nature and its physical construction. The sensory experience of a hacienda home extends beyond the visual. The cool touch of clay tiles underfoot on a hot day, the smell of timber and beeswax, the sound of wind rustling through an open archway. These are design elements as much as the furniture is. When creating this look, consider how the space feels to the body. Is the handle on the door heavy and solid? Does the rug feel soft against bare skin? These micro-interactions define the quality of the space. Maintenance of these natural materials is a shift in mindset. Unlike plastic or laminate, natural materials patina. Copper sinks will spot, marble will etch, and wood will darken. In the modern farmhouse hacienda trend, this is celebrated as wabi-sabi, the beauty of imperfection. Accepting that your home is a living organism that changes with use is key to enjoying this style. It liberates you from the tyranny of perfection and allows the home to tell the story of your family's life. Finally, achieving this look is about balance. It is easy to go too themed and end up with a movie set, or too modern and lose the soul. The sweet spot lies in the tension between the old and the new. A sleek, contemporary sofa sits beautifully against a rough plaster wall. A modern abstract painting looks incredible hanging above a rustic antique console. It is this mix of eras, textures, and origins that creates a truly timeless, warm minimalist home that feels both curated and effortlessly lived in. In embracing the modern hacienda aesthetic, You are choosing a lifestyle that values authenticity, tranquility, and a deep connection to the natural world. This design language speaks to a desire for permanence in a disposable world, using materials that have stood the test of time for centuries. By integrating the warmth of clay, the strength of wood, and the serenity of stucco, you create a backdrop for life that is both resilient and remarkably beautiful, a true retreat from the noise of modern life. Now that you understand the fundamental pillars of this design style, from the importance of Limewash paints to the selection of terracotta flooring, you are ready to start your own transformation. Remember to start small, perhaps with a paint refresh or swapping out hardware, and let the organic textures guide you. If you found this deep dive helpful, please hit that like and subscribe button and turn on notifications. We have many more architectural tours and design breakdowns coming your way to help you build your dream home.